Alright, Tank82111. See what you got. 1.4 million. When did you start, I wonder? I mean, that's pretty good. Especially if you've only been playing for, a couple months or maybe a year. But you got a Relic General Kenobi, that's nice. Qui-Gon Jinn. I'd say apply the Zeta and Omicron, especially. In Grand Arena, he's really one of the best Omicrons you can have. He'll really transform your Grand Arena game. Jade. Wonder if you're working on Star Killer. See everyone else. Shmendor, where is he? You don't have him. Probably not Star Killer. I'm assuming you have Emperor pretty good. Then. Emperor Palpatine, yep. Darth Vader, I hope this is Merciless Massacre. It is, nice. Maybe go for No Escape. That one, it dispels stealth from everyone. So, just Merciless Massacre on its own can get you pretty far, but No Escape makes it really transformative. You don't really need the leader though. Look at your mods for a minute. 81 speed only. It's good, but you can go a little bit better. 9 speed isn't great. 30 speed's good. 13's okay. This should definitely have speed on it. Darth Vader you want pretty fast. Especially if you're using him as a geo counter. 8 speed could do better. And 9 speed. Alright. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. I'd work on your mods a little bit. How fast is Marauder Jade? Oh, that's looking good. She should really be above 300. Yeah. She should be above 300. I mean, optimally, she'd be at around 330. This isn't doing you much. I don't know how many 6-star dot mods you or 6 dot mods you have, but 5 speed isn't doing any favors right now. If you have a 5-star that's offers a little more speed, I'd put that on instead. I'd really consider it. And the Emperor's Hand, I believe that's the one you want the Zeta on. What does it do? I can't remember. I think that's the one you want the Zeta on though, and eventually the Omicron. Do you have the Zeta on there? Hold on for a minute, I'm just checking your SWGOH page. You do not have the Zeta. And what does it do? Is it just Omicron? Oh, it's just Omicron. Infiltrate and Disrupt is what I'm thinking of. That's the one where it gives Palpatine all the turn meter. It's good, but it's not great until you're on a Star Killer team. So I'd save that one for now. Thrawn you'll want to get up, especially, I'm assuming you have Chimera as your best fleet. Okay. Yeah. Get Thrawn up to at least gear 12. You'll really want him there in order to make the most out of his fleet. This is good. Get 7 stars. You'll want to work on TIE Bomber, especially if you're going to go for Executor. That's really that's what you should be shooting for as your first meta ship. It's really good. I unlocked it on my main account recently. Yeah, you don't really need to focus much on Datacrons. I mean, you only have like one team maybe that you could use, one full team. Even then, it's not going to be full of, you know, it's not going to be the best team in the world. You'd have like Qui-Gon lead, General Kenobi, Plo Koon, Koth, and no Koth, Kit Fisto, and Luminar, and that's really not a quality team. Grandmaster Yoda, if you can relic him, you might as well, along with Vader and Luke. Emperor is nice, especially if you have Jade. I'd say go for Yoda first, because he'll really fill out a 3v3 team with Qui-Gon and General Kenobi. Or, he'll make the bare bones. He'll be the kind of like the third anchor of a 5v5 team with Plo Koon and probably Luminara, for the healer. But first priority, Zeta Omicron. Then get Grandmaster Yoda up. Then I'd work on Darth Vader. You really want him relicked. And Commander Luke I'd work on last after Palpatine. Yeah. Who else can we work on? Jedi Knight Anakin. Get him up. He really is the main reason Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron works so well. You have some Phoenix guys. I'm assuming you probably don't have Captain Rex that good. Come on. He's decent. I'd get him up to at least 5 or 6, but really, for maximum potential, you want level 85, level 85, level 85, and at least 5 or 6 stars, but optimally 7. And if there's one person to relic, it's him. He really makes the team. Also, I'd substitute Ezra out for Sabine, and probably Zeb out for Chopper. So, to recap, Hera, Kanan, Rex, Chopper, Sabine should be your optimal team. You're almost done with the Sabine farm, so that's not that bad. Do you have Grievous yet? You do have Grievous, but he's not very good at this point. You should be spending all your get to currency, guild event token currency, on the Negotiator, because your General Kenobi is doing really well, and it's a shame that you don't have Negotiator up and running, especially with this Marauder. Once you get Negotiator up and running, you'll want this. This is reinforcement, so Ada 2 at the start, Marauder at the start. You don't have the Y-Wing yet, so I'd say Ahsoka Tano as the third. And then Umbaran Starfighter and Plo Koon. You could also add... Did they not include the Clone Starfighter anymore? I thought that... Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'd put this as a reinforcement once you get Negotiator. So work on all those. You'll start with just Jedi Starfighter, Umbara Starfighter. Sorry. You'll start with Ada 2, Marauder, and Ahsoka Tano. And then you'll add these as reinforcements to begin with, because you only get like 1 or 2 to begin with. I think it's 2. You'll get, because it's like a 5-star ship when you unlock it. So I would say Qui-Gon first, get his Zeta and Omicron. Then, once you have the Negotiator unlocked, farm Marauder up. It's what makes the Negotiator team. Other than that, work on, Chimera. You should get Gauntlet Starfighter, which is Gar Saxon and the Imperial Super Commando, or whatever it's called. What other team? Oh, TIE Defender. You really need TIE Defender if you're going to use Chimera effectively. With Iron Versio. she's a great reinforcement. I mean, she's what makes the Chimera fleet. She's like the Marauder to the Chimera, especially early on. So, do you have Iden Versio up and running yet? Is she at 5 stars at least? You do not. So work on her. You know, in the meantime, while you're working on Captain Rex, and you know, after you've applied Qui-Gon's Omicron and gotten Jedi Knight Anakin up, I'd work on Iden Versio and her TIE Defender. You know, maybe put all your Fleet Arena, or not Fleet Arena, Fleet Battle, what's it called? The the Fleet Battle energy into first TIE Advance, and then once you're out of TIE Advance, Ada 2, Anakin's, and then lastly TIE Defender, you know, when you have the time. That's what I'd say. So work on those for fleet battles. TIE Advanced, Ada 2, and then TIE Defender. Somewhere down here it should be. Once again, stop focusing on the Datacrons. You really don't need them at this point. It's a waste of the Conquest energy for now. You could be getting better rewards. What else can we work on? You had Padme. Who else do you have in here? You have a pretty good 501st team right now. Padme, you don't have 3PO. I don't think. No, he would be in here. How is your Ewok team coming along? Get Nisa over here. Because she is really... She makes the Ewok event, the C-3PO contact protocol, a whole lot easier now that they added her and especially accelerated her. So I'd get her immediately. Especially if you're going for a CLS team. Chewbacca? I don't see Chewie unless I'm missing him. Alright, that means your bounty on our team is probably not that good. It's decent. You gotta start it up though. If you have CLS at gear 12, then you need at least, at the very bare minimum, Chewie and Han. And I don't think I saw Han there either. You have Stormtrooper Han, obviously. But no regular Han. So you need Chewie and you need regular Han. Alright? Those should really be priorities. So spend your, you know, raid currency on regular Han. What raid are you doing? Let me know. You know, you can just put it in the comments. Because I'd recommend, especially for someone with your GP right now, you know, you don't have many people great for the Battle of Naboo raid. But that doesn't mean you should be doing Sith Triumvirate or the Crate Dragon either. I'd say go for speeder bikes. You know, you have a couple teams that might do well. I mean, they're not great. You have a couple. I think so anyways. You have not that Leia. You have Hera you can use. Captain Rex. Captain Rex. He's usable. Lando. Akbar. Yeah. It's really easier overall, and especially if you're not in a great guild, that's what I'd recommend. Bring it up at the very least. Because you don't have great you don't have any great squads for Battle for Naboo. I mean, you have, you know, Luminara. Did you have Luminara? I think you had Luminara. You had Luminara, but you don't have the Zeta. So I'd say go for the Zeta on Luminara if you're going for Battle for Naboo. If not, I'd recommend the what's it called? Speeder bike raid. So Zeta order, Qui-Gon first, then Darth Vader, then Luminara. Alright? Hold on just a second. Alright. Who else? How your Geo's doing? Yeah, I saw they're pretty good. Yep. So if you're doing the Wat Tambor, you know, the Dark Side Geo mission, I'd work on getting these a little bit more up and running, you know. Gear 12 at the minimum. Because it will make the Wat Tambor grind a whole lot easier, you know. You'll get, depending on how big your guild is, you'll get up to an extra 50 shards, you know, divided among everyone. And that can really make a difference. Especially if you're a low level guild that's all, you know, a couple million each. The Negotiator. After that's done, you know, obviously you gotta go for Malevolence. But your General Kenobi is so much better than your Grievous right now. So I'd work on Negotiator. And then, you know, once it's done, you can start with Malevolence, but you really gotta get Grievous up first. First Order is doing alright. Get him to level 85 and throw him on defense in Grand Arena. Especially in, I think you're at Carbonite 4? Oh, Carbonite 4. He can really, you know, stop a lot of people. His heal over time, or not heal over time, his heal whenever he gets hit ability, I think that's, is it Scarred? Okay. Not the leader one, it's the other one. Yeah, Scarred. So get him to level 85, and then what does, oh, it doubles the counter chance. Yeah, that's not as important. You know, you don't need to Zeta it right away. But this recover 8% health, pretty good. You can get some health mods on him too. You know, his speed doesn't need to be high, very high. You know, put your best speed mods on Marauder, Jade, and who else did I say? Qui-Gon, Darth Vader. Qui-Gon, Darth Vader, and Marauder, Jade for speed mods. Work on your bounty hunters to get Chewie. Spend your raid currency on Han Solo. You have Savage Opress, let's see. If so, he's another great, like, and I mean great, he's one of the best Grand Arena Omicrons. You do not. Work on Savage. You know, he's available in the Squad Arena store. You'll get a couple hundred per day. So, if you're not working on anyone else, I can't remember off the top of my head who's in there, but, you know, you already have Leia. You're already doing good with Akbar, and I think I saw Tarkin's doing pretty good. Yep, Tarkin's maxed out. Mace should be pretty good. I saw the Mandalorian is pretty good, I think. Mace is maxed out. Bounty Hunter. Mandalorian's almost maxed out. So, I'd say spend most of your Squad Arena currency on Savage Opress. Get him up to, you know, 7 stars, and then gear him up a little bit. And then after that, it's up to you. You know, you can put the Omicron on him. It really helps. But I wouldn't do it right away. You know, save a little bit of time. Those Omicrons take a long time to earn. So don't put the Zeta on as soon as you get him up. Wait until you get 20 Omicrons. And, you know, after you've already applied Qui-Gons. Qui-Gon Omicron, Savage Omicron. Once you get Darth Traya to 7 stars, do her Omicron. Her and Savage together are pretty good. And, you know, put them on defense. Really. I'm assuming you don't have Wampa yet. No, he doesn't have any tags, I don't think. Oh, I can just search him. You do not have Wampa. That's fine. Maybe work on Wampa a bit. You know, with whatever leftovers you have from whatever leftovers you have after doing Han, and you know, yeah, just Han. Work on Traya. Maybe work on Wampa, because his Omicron's really good too. Although you really need to get him up to relic levels in order to get much benefit. Yep. Other than that, relic Padme, you know, you're so close. You might as well. She's pretty good, and she can really be a pain in the butt. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten tripped up by a Padme team. It's ridiculous. That's about it. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if I did a good job. Oh, I should probably tell you what to work on in general. What GL? Tough one. For the journey guide. Can't really, you're not at the point where you can get any meta fleets. Or at least you're not close to them. How are you doing with the Revens? Revan can be really good. You know, he's one of like the mid game, one of the best mid game quads. No. Alright. What else can you work on? Yeah, I guess just work on C3PO, you know, at your leisure. Not the most important. As I said, get Han Solo, and Chewie should be really your top priority, I guess. Other than that, yep, that's about it. Let me know. As I said, Darth Vader relic, and, you know, get his Zeta after you get Qui-Gon Zeta, and who else does that? Alright, hold on. Hold on. Alright, get Qui-Gon Zeta. Get Darth Vader Zeta. I don't remember what I said. Oh, Jade. Get her Zeta last. You know, not the most important. Qui-Gon Jinn is really good. You know, because then you get the Omicron. Darth Vader, it dispels stealth, which is really helpful against, you know, rebel teams. Well, it's used a lot of stealth. You know, any team with R2, really. Any team with 3PO, because he'll go under stealth. Any Hermit Yoda team. Yeah. Any team with Princess Leia. I mean, she's not used as much anymore. And then Mara Jade last. Emperor Palpatine. You might want to get his Zeta, the one that deals extra damage to shocked enemies. And Commander Luke. Once you get Chewie and Han, you'll want to put a couple on there. If you have the extra money, I mean, it's a lot. But this deal was looking pretty tempting to me, where you get 30 Zetas, and I think it's 25 Omicrons. It's an exclusive PC client deal. You'd have to sign up for the PC client in order to get it. But, I mean, if you have, I think it's 60 or maybe 90. It's a ridiculous price, but it's probably worth it. For a team, especially starting out, will give you a huge boost, but only if you can afford it. You know, don't feel any pressure. I didn't get it because it's a little much. And, you know, I already have a ton of Zetas applied. Alright, that's about it. Let me know how I did. Thanks. See you later.